Off it this way.
Discord light mode, gross. Well, me and you are playing Kingdom tonight.
You.
Don't worry. Okay, so
No,
you guys
I'm having...
are in the
why would
woods.
you go with
You're
light
in the
mode?
woods.
Sorry, we're in the woods. Okay.
New day, new walking. You've entered the Crimson, and you're being watched by these small little guys. The things that we've now compared to worms, and Shira hated my comparison of a worm suit that was worn to like a very big event, not like a Coachella.
It's a worm on a. It's a worm on a string. It's a worm on a string. Bodhi is judging me for singing about it being a worm on a string.
You've got a viewer bot in the chat.
I've always got one. I know how to get rid
Yay!
Let the robots watch.
Come on,
like an
bot.
advertiser.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've already got rid of that
Hey,
one.
cheap viewers here.
oh my god, it's so wild. Sorry, I'm just geeking out over the fucking size of this monitor.
Yeah, I don't. The only thing I can do is either fight them or just walk on by and hope they don't fight. So...
They're very pretty. Can I hold out some food for it?
Yeah, what are you gonna hold out?
Bit of stir fry.
Stir fry? Sure. It'll start, you know, they'll all start seagulling towards you.
I'm sorry, I just want to say he's offering a noodle to a noodle.
Oh dear lord.
You're going to watch
What
as
have I
one of them
done?
grabs the end of one of the noodles and just starts slurping it up. As another one comes in and like tackles it from the side, and then they do a bit of like what's it called? The dog romance.
Oh yeah.
Lady and the Tramp. They're the Lady and Tramp.
Elias is going to grab Shrike by the scruff of his neck and just sort of drag him away from them because seagull-like behaviour, not good.
But
She's from the coast, she knows this.
I suppose.
Yeah, they've started to assault your food. There's now.
Just leave the stir fry. Let's keep on going.
What do you mean? They're just silly guys.
Oh well.
Does that distract them for us to just walk on
Yeah,
by?
he's taking the rest of his food, and they're just gonna
My stir
destroy
fry.
it. I actually need
Just left a
to.
bowl of stir fry for them.
My yahi.
There we go.
Ooh. Scary
I've taken your nice music.
What the fuck?
Oh, but I was bopping to that.
Yeah.
You don't get your nice music anymore.
That's
We don't
unsettling.
get the nice music anymore.
No.
Bodhi's fallen asleep.
We don't get the nice music anymore. You're in the Crimson now. It's weird. The whole area just
I thought
feels
the Crimson
wrong.
was the name of the big guy.
Yeah, the Crimson's also the area that it creates. The trees are just pulsing, fleshy. The ground feels odd. Plants almost look at you as you move through them. It's just wrong. The whole area
But
is.
the Crimson's a bit... So the Crimson's a bit like Hades. It's the place and the person.
Sure. Yeah.
We've got to spend a whole day walking through this place that's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I need everyone to make me a 1d100, please.
Oh.
Are we going to regret our
Any
decision?
kind of modifier, and is this
Nope.
like a saving throw or something?
Just a 1d100 for your individual encounters. I'm just gonna write these down.
Individual
Oh
encounters.
no. Oh, we've made
48.
a mistake.
Watch me get 100.
Okay.
I told us to not go into...
Never mind.
I told
You
us not
did-
to go into the red stuff.
You did, and we should have listened.
Okay.
I told us to go around.
Yeah.
Very
no.
nice. Okay.
We had to experience it at some point
Still
anyway. If we're
using
gonna have to
this,
fight
you know.
this thing, you know, we're gonna have to fight it, right? Like,
Yay.
I love how creepy the music makes this all feel.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did any of us get the same number? Nope.
Nope.
Did anyone get the meaning of life?
Some
on
of
the
you
bus
do
and
fall
everything?
into the same category, though.
Oh, okay.
So, Alea and Kivka.
Girls trip.
Yeah. Shrike and Argentum.
That checks
Oh my
out.
god.
This is very canonical.
And Hesperos. And I'll let you have Claw.
I feel like Hesperos should have ended up with Argentum and Shrike if we're doing it in terms of, like, character vibes. Obviously we're not, but I'm saying, you know, based on what Charlie was saying.
Okay. Oh, so many good options.
No.
What do you mean good options? Are there options if we rolled? I don't understand.
Man, I think your fiance might be evil.
What? No. What's your walking order?
I think I'll be walking next to Argentum, so wherever he is.
Trick question, we're in a cart.
No.
Alia
I
is
think
not in the
Rivka
cars.
was riding on the horse thing.
Oh yeah, who wants pebbles?
I'll have pebbles.
Okay, you guys can have pebbles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'll be
Argentum would
riding
absolutely
on-
be sitting in the cart.
Okay, in that case, I'll be at the back on pebbles.
Isn't Pebbles pulling
Pebbles
the
has to
cart?
pull the cart.
Oh, never mind. I'll be. Yeah, my mistake.
I
If
will
there was
be
all-
on the
You two are on the
cart.
cart.
Rivka was on the horse thing.
Okay.
The metal horse.
Oh, yeah, do we have our little mech guys?
Yeah, you got your little mech guys. They'll all go
Yeah.
with you individually.
Okay.
Kivka's on Shrike's metal guy.
Yeah, I think it's been said 5 times now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember what mine
Just
was.
because they're going in different directions, so I don't know what that's going to
Yeah,
be.
you don't know that.
Ali-
I'm just panicking you.
Aaliyah is walking. Aaliyah is walking to the side, ready to fight anything that comes near. She's ready to punch
Okay.
stuff. As Shiro guessed,
definitely not a
yes,
rogue.
she is. She's not a rogue.
I'll be in
I
the
fucking,
cart
I
somewhere.
fucking knew it. It's just like, I was looking at that sleight of hand +3 and I'm like,
No
Nah,
fucking
she's
way,
an
that's
itty
rude.
bitty barbarian.
Aww. Alright, well, Hesperos said he was on top of the cart. As you guys are kind of moving about, there is a slight shuffle, and as you're sitting at the front of the cart, Shrike on top of Pebbles, you see some red leaves, red petals fall, and as you turn back and look, Hesperos is gone completely.
Fuck. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. I'm gonna jump on top of the cart and look up into the trees.
Okay.
Do you want a check of anything?
Yeah, perception check. Hesperos, to you, you were just kind of sitting up there when you felt... You know when you're laying in bed and you get that sudden sinking dropping? You just drop straight through the top of the cart into this reddish water. And you were completely...
Is it just like short, like shallow?
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
an instant teleport. What felt like the stable top of the cart was then just water that you just dip into.
The puddle.
So how deep is the water?
You could stand
Just-
up in it. I'd say
Okay,
like 4
stand
foot
up.
deep.
Oh, that's
Quite a
that's
big
really
puddle,
deep. What the fuck?
yeah,
Four-
that's not like
Yeah.
ankle height.
That's like-
like
That's like, yeah, that's like
Chest.
chest height.
oh,
You're
I
in a
don't like
pond.
this.
Alright, let me just...
Welcome to the pond fields.
I would like to look for the nearest way out of the
Oh,
water.
wonderful. I'll get that for you. If you just want to look at Owlbear for me, that would be
Yeah.
wonderful.
I can't help but notice we've got a map on Owlbear at the moment.
Yeah, just give me 1 sec. Just give me 1 sec.
Okay. Sorry, I'm being impatient.
It's loading.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Hesperos is?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I'm not looking forward to finding out where I am.
Oh,
The
oh my God.
monolith.
The monolith. So you're just kind of like in this, shallow bit near the edge, but you can go further out if you really want. But around
Wash the
you,
blood off you.
yeah, you don't know it's blood.
It's not, that might
That
not.
looks
Whoa.
like the base of a guillotine. That looks like
Whoa.
No, not blood.
Hesperos is in hell.
No.
huge. I didn't realise quite how far out we were. I
I'm
can't zoom in.
still gonna try. Is this climb upable?
Yeah. That's just like a, like a beach, but not really a beach.
Okay. I'm just gonna. Do you want to just stop me when I can't keep moving?
Yeah. No, you can move as much as you want. I'm just sending you another picture of the kind of surrounding sky and everything.
Is that the fucking monolith from him from the weekend?
I have no idea what that is.
The GIF is
I want
from
to be out of the
2001:
blood.
The Space Odyssey.
Oh right, okay. Never mind.
Okay. You're just gonna kind of wander out into the wilderness?
Not yet. I'm gonna
Okay.
cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Wise.
Did I get anything with my 19, or has it just vanished?
You can see kind of a bloody stain on top of the cart where he once was, but the blood is slowly turning into petals and then going off into the wind.
I'm also gonna cast See Invisibility.
Okay.
Uh,
That's
Okay.
actually... I wasn't expecting that. So you've cast Detect Magic and See Invisibility.
yeah.
So what you're going to see, you see the kind of like blood jelly that's floating about. That is moving about like
Covered in
water
blood.
and... I didn't say anything. It's moving about
jelly.
like water and space would, where it kind of congeals to itself and is just moving around this strange monolith. You can see though with the Detect Invisibility and Detect Magic, that congealed substance, there is actually more to it, and you can see it forms a chain that goes up towards the moon in the sky above, and around you, far off in the distance, you know, as far as you can see, there are many other monoliths like this, where you can see chains coming down from the moon again towards all of them and chaining whatever you're standing on to it.
Creepy.
As for the magic, the monolith itself is entirely magical, and you can see it goes down into the ground deep and is spiked at the end. And serrated as well.
I want to touch the monolith, but I
You-
shouldn't. I
you
should
want-
not
you
touch.
Touch it.
I should not
Touch
touch
it.
the monolith.
I may be rubbing my grubby little raccoon hands together when you say that.
Dear Lord.
What kind of school of magic is it?
I need to check the schools of magic.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Zach, just so you are aware, Mist found out just yesterday that you can touch the illuminate monoliths that you have to destroy,
No.
and when you touch them, you instantly explode.
I think I was the one that found that out.
What?
Yes, you were, but Mist was present when that happened.
Yes.
What?
Illusion. And
Illusion?
transmutation. Under the guise of the following rules, which I've written down for the schools of magic.
Oh, my
And
parents
feel
are here, I need to go.
that's
die.
alright. Feel free to use these as well if you're ever asked the question. But I wrote these. So under those following conditions, illusion and transmutation.
Right, so I definitely don't want to touch it. Is there any like loose
not.
stones on the ground I could throw at it?
Yeah, there's some rocks.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a little stone at it.
Okay. You're going to toss the stone at it. Roll me a strength.
Flat strength.
Yeah, or a dex, whatever you want to do to throw the rock. I just need a general guise of force that you're throwing it with.
If it was athletics, I could do a bit more.
Go on then. What's your addition for athletics?
Athletics would be a +5 instead of a 2.
Okay.
That'd be an 18.
Mhm. Okay.
Which I wouldn't be tossing it too hard. Just whatever.
Okay. You're
I can
going.
see if it goes through, basically.
Okay. It does hit the monolith directly, and you can kind of hear a heavy
Yeah.
tink of metal.
It looks. Oh no, it's so pretty. Sorry, I'll type make sure things. Are you okay?
Do you want to moot, Charlie? We can hear your cute little
Yeah.
conversation with your girlfriend. You can keep going if you want, but you know.
You might want to mute.
We don't want to hear your conversation with your girlfriend. Out of
Yeah, sorry.
fears of privacy.
I will. Yeah, I will probably have to leave sooner than later, just because Ella's got to be up early tomorrow.
Okay.
So we might have to do Strike on Argentum's funny stuff
Oh, that's
next session. Yeah, if that's alright.
Alright.
So we'll have to leave at 9.
fine. That's fine. I'm sure Hesperos will be very enjoyable right here.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Do we want to separate out and do mini sessions so we don't know what each other's experienced?
Yeah, actually, that's nice. Everyone fuck off. I'm just gonna keep Hesperos.
Oh,
I'll
no.
do mini sessions with everyone else.
I'll start downloading games. Mist.
If anyone else wants to chat, we can go into Bing Bong.
Yeah, go into Bing Bong, everybody.
Okay, I will go into Bingo, but just quickly, can I just make sure? Do I install games to my local drive?
Uh,
Do you have 2 drives?
what's the letter?
It's local drive C.
Yeah, C drive's the big drive, isn't it, guys?
It's not usually.
Not usually. Do
What-
you have any other letters?
What
No,
storages
it's
have you
it's
given
just
them?
it's just local drive. It doesn't give me another option.
Have
Have
you
you
only
not
given
given
them
them
one storage?
Storage space?
I only have a C drive.
Do you?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have a D drive.
I
I've
can-
got like a terabyte-sized other
Yeah,
drive.
local disk C, 1.8.
Okay,
1
if that's
terabyte.
the only storage you've
Yeah,
got,
just
then
do it to
yeah.
C drive, yeah.
Okay, because I didn't want to do a
just getting
shiro.
one NVMe.
Yeah, we can buy you more storage later, don't worry, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right,
Alright.
I'll move to Bingo now. Farewell.
Bye. Alright, get out on.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Bye. I love you.
Love
Wish me
you
luck.
too.
Yeah, good luck, mate.
Okay, so it is gonna hit the thing and you kind of hear a tink from it.
Can I throw another rock at the jelly?
At the jelly itself, yeah? Go ahead.
Yeah, like where the hole is.
Yeah, go on then.
Oh, not quite.
Okay.
Or does it?
So, yeah, 15 is enough to get it up there. You watch as the rock kind of hits the jelly and starts to pass through. It basically dissolves like anything in a powerful acid,
Oh.
and then comes out the other side because of the momentum, and is also now just this red jelly liquid and starts joining in on this swirling orbit of the obelisk.
Right. But this water is not jelly.
No, this seems...
Does it smell like blood?
Yeah, it seems to be originating from where it originally stabbed into this ground.
Stabbed into... Oh! So, moon, red moon in sky. Red clouds, red water, rocks. What's beyond these rocks over this way?
So you see this is basically an endless expanse of this rocky terrain, these blood patches and these obelisks chained to the moon.
Right. Do I chain to the moon? So the chains are like the bloody stuff? Or are they like metal?
So the chains seem to be entirely invisible. So you're seeing them with your sea invisibility.
Okay. Do I have lore written down on this? Is there... Do you know if I won't have any lore on this?
I'm pretty sure you do not have any lore in this. This is completely unknown to you.
Oh, what if I get called to try and break a chain?
Yeah?
I don't want to be here,
Mm-hmm.
and that seems like a pretty good way to get kicked out. For science, and Claw's gonna laser beam the chain.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It's a dex save.
Okay.
Does a chain make a dex save?
The chains are technically alive. So yes.
Oh!
A 9.
That is a fail.
So you are going to watch as Claw kind of rears back, charges up his beam, and begins slicing through the top of this train. It creaks and cracks, and you watch as the invisibility wears off, almost like a shield, where it kind of cracks away and then splinters, and what looks like glass falls into the oceans around this island that you're stuck on, as the metal itself is sheared in two and splits just into that gloop blood that begins to drop now into the ocean in large chunks. Though the closer it gets to the floor, it hardens into these massive chunks of crystal shards that you've seen before.
Crystal shards!
As
The bad ones or the good ones?
tons of the crystals used before on Claw begin to strike down onto the ground, into the ocean, and fall away. As you watch what looked like the moon at first sort of shudder before it shifts and turns, and slowly an eye faces you from the sky.
Well, at least the moon didn't roar. Right, this was... can I pick... Is there any crystal? Can I pick up some crystals from the floor?
Yeah, you can pick up, I would say you could get like all of the little chunks that kind of hit the island in large tons and then cracked apart. So I'll give you 10 kilograms.
10! Oh, we in luck. Right. So, big eye now looking at me. Is the monolith still standing?
The monolith is still standing by the looks of things, but the blood that is caused, the blood all around it from the ground is starting to slowly turn black and just seep into the ocean and then disperses completely, whereas before it seemed to have left a permanent stain.
Right, and I'm still stuck here.
There is a gentle shudder from the ground.
Oh boy. Yeah, no.
No?
I don't know. Don't know what I can do about that other than move.
Move. You're going to feel this whole island shudder. The whole thing is going to shift and move and crack and creak, and you're going to see large chunks of soil start to move away as what look like huge scales peek out made of stone. A rearing head moves up from the ocean, mainly covered by shadow, meeting below the giant eye in the sky as it turns towards you, without form, without shape, before you wake. Or at least it feels like you do. That sudden dropping feeling again hits you, and you appear in the center of a clearing with the others, should they survive.
Should they survive? Oh boy.
With your 10 kilograms of stone.
Oh. Yeah.
But you are here. Currently by yourself, but the others should be there soon.
Okay. So did you make 100 of these?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. No, they're in groups of 20.
Okay.
That's why I said you're in the same groups. Because the 40 and the 41, and then the
But I'm
55
all
and the
on my
62. Yeah. Isn't that enjoyable?
I feel like I've fucked up. I mean, profit.
Profit!
Profit! I've more than doubled the amount of crystals that I've got.
Yeah. You don't need to think about the bad stuff that happened.
Yeah, I don't think I should have broken that chain.
What? No. No, that was vitally important to absolutely nothing. There's hundreds more. You'll be fine.
When I did that, I was like, oh yeah, the moon now roars at you for that. And I'm like, okay, at least the moon didn't roar at me. At least it was just turned into an eyeball and looked at me.
Yeah.
So, what was the creature thing that was in the ocean?
So, you can assume it was the island. Just the head reared up to look at you. I'll get you a
What?
picture.
What was I?
Let me find you the picture of the island critter. So yeah, it didn't seem to have much shape or form to it, really. But it was a creature as far as you could tell. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna put it just right in the main chat to freak everyone else out.
No. Okay.
So colossal, by the way, and more than colossal, because you were standing on the
Mm.
rest of it.
Wait, so I'm slightly confused
Mhm.
as to where I am. I supposed to be confused?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm just trying to. What? It would make. Was I standing where the perspective of this picture? Was that out in the
Yeah,
ocean?
pretty much. So imagine there's ocean between you. So, but and no arms. It would just be the head of it.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Well, if you could go get me Kivka and Alea, that would be brilliant. And I'll just let you. I'll just let you ponder.
Okay.
Suppose that answers my question.
Yeah,
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry, I DM'd you because Shiro was saying that he thought that as we were approaching the session end, you might just stop after Hesperos.
No. As long as you two are good to go, I'll do you two, and then I'll do the other two later.
I'm good to go. I was just wanting
Awesome.
to see if there was time for a hell dive first, and the answer was clearly no. So it's a good thing I did not dive yet.
Yeah. That's alright. Hi, Alea.
Sorry,
Okay.
your fiance was teaching me how to use this app properly.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so you guys are gonna appear somewhere completely different. So as you hear Shrike begin to panic about Hesperos being gone, the two of you, Kivka on the back of the centaur, Alea, I assume, just walking at the side somewhere. You also
Yeah.
get that sensation of just suddenly falling. Just like the ground beneath you opens up and then swallows you whole afterwards. Though at least when you finally find your footing, the two of you are together.
I'm assuming Elias lands on her feet because she was already battle stance ready.
Yeah, and let's get your little map open, shall we?
I love a little map.
Just your little
Ooh.
map. No, this is where you're going to end up later, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Well, as long as given you survive.
Can't guarantee that for Kivka, seeing as she's still got 3 levels of exhaustion.
True. Okay.
Yeah, I can't. Unless we have time to quickly do a little medicine check to try and heal Kivka up a bit. That wouldn't.
It's not damaged, she's exhausted.
Yeah, it's not the same. Okay.
Yeah, so you guys
I
will
was
appear
about to say,
somewhere
is
at
that
the
the
bottom
same?
here. As you just finally find your footing on stone ground. And ahead of you there is distant chanting, though you can't see any people, around this altar up ahead, which seems to have some bloodied corpse at the top of it.
1 second, I'm just going to put my HP on here. And my armor class is 16. There we go. Sorry, there you go.
It's alright. What would you like to do?
I think Aaliyah's going to just sort of go into a rage, ready.
Okay.
'cause she's on edge.
Mm-hmm.
And that means if Kivka is within 30 feet of me, she'll be able to reduce any damage done to her.
I'm pretty sure rage ends early if you don't take damage or deal a melee hit each turn.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but that's it.
Hard.
That's only like when you're in battle, isn't it?
Well, no, but it counts within the
It's
next
in
6
general.
seconds.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Okay.
So you can
I
just
didn't
hold
know
your
that.
rage until something appears.
Okay, she's ready to go into her rage.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Walk closer to the chanting.
Okay. You both gonna walk forward?
You're just gonna like.
Aaliyah is.
Nervously.
Okay. Once you're off that bridge, you kind of
Oh.
hear a distant crunching and crackling as the whole thing falls into the abyss below and is now completely gone.
Beautiful display of fallen rocks there.
Shh, don't worry about that.
At least
I
you
love
walk
it.
into rocks full level 1 dies.
Yeah. But now, on this island, you can see in the distance what looks like distant places, but this whole area seems to be floating.
Cool. Floating island. Nice.
How do we get back?
I would say we go towards the fire because where there's fire, there's normally people, and we can beat them up until they tell us where to go.
Sound logic.
You can't fault her logic.
No, you can't.
Okay, so she's going to approach these steps. That looks like they're going to go somewhere.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Doesn't seem so. You can get closer and closer to this body that's on the altar, though. Which,
Oh, there's a body on it.
yeah, as you approach, it seems to warp to the face of it to every person you've ever known. You know it's an illusion. You can see it shifting between different people, but each one looks more pained and more terrified of what's happening.
Okay, Aaliyah's going to draw her great axe.
Mm-hmm.
A big axe. Just out of her cloak, just little lady there just reaches into her cloak, pulls out a massive fuck off axe. And then she's gonna sort of hold it out like she's ready to hit with it.
Okay.
As she sort of starts walking up the steps towards. Kivka, you coming?
Wouldn't this be dangerous?
Probably. I would say it's probably more dangerous to be where I'm not, though.
She's just gonna
Oh.
like look around warily, and if she doesn't spot anything, she's gonna approach.
Okay. There seems to be nothing around you as you step up. And again, for you, though, it's different. It's more so people you sort of liked in the captivity you were kept in. Others, like yourself, the faces flash across this corpse that's laid out. As the two of you get closer and closer, it looks up at both of you, seemingly looking into your eyes, even though there's two of you at once, as it calls out for help in the hundreds of different voices that it tries to mimic.
We
I'm
should.
just gonna give it a gentle poke with the end of my axe. Like, not like trying to do harm, just a little nudge.
As you kind of
With the,
nudge
the
it,
very end bit.
it starts to bleed almost instantly from the slightest touch before turning to you and basically wailing with a scream directly at your face.
Hey, Kivka, we found someone weaker than you.
It's so
We'll be
mean.
fine.
Probably not be here.
No, I get that.
Find a way back. Oh,
Can I do a sort of perception check?
Sure.
It's the only thing I could think to do. Where's my regular perception check? Oh, there we go, +5. Nice. I could only see my passive perception. I got confused. D20 +5. Brody, do not eat the bolognese. That's a 23.
23. You see up ahead, the stranger part of this whole structure is the giant skull that's in front of you, as it seems to be watching you from its eyes, the bones almost shifting and moving like it's made of 1,000 different bugs.
Creepy. I think we go towards the creepy thing and leave the thing that's bleeding.
everything here is a creepy thing.
Yeah, no, she's gonna go up and sort of. She wants to investigate the skull.
Okay.
It's more interesting than the bleeding body that's screaming in the voices of people she knows and loves.
As you step to here, you're going to basically, well, hear and watch as behind you a huge protruding spine spikes up straight through the body that was behind you, through the chest as a burst of blood spouts all around you before the spike kind of unfurls at the top, almost like a flower, before latching downwards on the body and dragging it straight through the altar into the ground, as each of these spines all around Kivka begin to slowly furl inwards as flesh forms between them and starts to encase them within a cage. The skull at the top starting to rise up and look at you as more flesh unfurls around the maw and begins to basically begin chanting directly while looking at you.
I have two things I'd like to
Is
say.
this the icon of sin?
I have no idea what that is.
It's a Doom thing.
Oh.
The first thing I want to say is from myself, Kit, to God, Mist, you. You having a rough week, hon? Are you alright?
No, I'm fine.
And my second thing is Aaliyah quoting the conversation that the rest of us had during our dinner break, which is, Kivka, run away! Run away!
Would you like to run to try and get out of the kind of furling?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Get out of the rib cage!
you're going to escape the furling bridge cage as it begins to grow over before forming flesh and bone between it as the whole island rocks and shakes and rips apart into a large serpent that I'm now putting in the main chat. The skull of it
Snaky boy.
forming into that more
Ooh.
goat-like skull as it stares down at you, beginning to chant again before going to strike at both of you, the tail at Kivkar, you with the main maw, and then you're going to, right as you feel its breath, right as you feel an acidic touch upon your skin, you're going to wake up with Hesperos in this strange circular area.
We're gonna wake up with Hesperos.
Yep. So Hesperos is going to wake up at the exact same time. So we'll start next
I'm
episode with
sorry,
everybody
Hesperos, but
waking up.
I don't see
You
that
don't
way,
sleep.
mate. I don't sleep, but I don't see you that way.
True. But next episode we'll start with all of you waking up at once.
Where's Aaliyah?
I'll put them down.
I literally just put Kivka down again instead of having.
There we go.
copied.
Alright.
There she is.
Well, that's what happened to you guys.
Okay.
I didn't get to stab it. Disappointed. I was about to say I've got 2 attacks. I'm gonna go in there with my axe. I'm gonna slash at this thing. Yeah, everyone else is gone, so we're gonna have to do little sessions with them.
Yeah, I'll do little sessions with them in between, but hopefully that was suitably creepy enough.
That was very creepy. I think this is the best session so far.
Oh, hell yeah.
I
Well,
love
we're
the-
getting
I
into
love
the
the
mystery of
monster.
things now.
It might take a couple of
Yeah.
sessions, but I'm
And I'm
hoping that
playing
my
a
next
character who
thing
doesn't
in
want to be friends
D&D
with
can
everybody.
match this.
Ooh, nice. Well, I will see you guys next time.
Thank
See
you
you
for
next
letting
time.
me play a character that doesn't want to be friends with everybody, because it's so much more fun.